And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Shadow Empire, in our Fist-led, I was about to say spoiled democracy. We're trying to make it a spoiled democracy, but apparently our virtue is staying too high. We're picking up at the bottom of round 30. We have 3 decisions awaiting us. Crisis of Passion still ongoing. We failed to deliver on our security promise, which is a bit of a shame. Down goes the word score. Open arms. Might do the open arms again. Try to get the zone happiness up. Militia project's nice. Yeah, we'll norm.
Roger that.
Roger that.
Keep democracy up. Demands regular relations. Sure.
Yes, sir. Roger that.
It's
sir.
tempting to say no, but at the same time, I was already trying to negotiate peace with them, so. It is possible to get a offer of protections through with them. So let's try that. First, let's get a militia project in.
Roger that.
Leaders. Shadow Diplomat on the Director of Foreign Affairs.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Minor. Alpha Protection.
Yes, sir. Roger that,
Success.
sir.
One subject. Okay. So hopefully get a little bit of an idea where the city is to figure out how much of a industry budget I need to save up to get a direct connection to their HQ. Okay. In the meantime, we got these guys encircled for a reason. Let's crush this pocket. Not as overwhelming firepower as before. Oof. Taking casualties. This is why we want overwhelming firepower when we're attacking these things.
Run!
No,
Run!
failed.
Run!
Lost 7 subunits, got no successes. That was a failed attack. And it's kind of the definition of a failed attack there. Well, there's 2 in that pocket, that's not good. I could definitely do some more political power. This is what I got for the moment. How goes our industry construction? Scaffolding's done, recycling's done. Okay, time to improve the bunker. The better bunker will improve our political power points. We're going from a bonus of 25. And the bonus points here, I believe what you actually get is, I think it's the square root of the bonus points becomes political power. So we're jumping from like 5 to 10. Still, 5 more political power is useful.
Roger that.
And I'm going to sell some of our rares.
Roger
Build the treasury
that.
back up again. And that was all the rares. A little bit more aggressive than I was hoping, but that'll work. Because we are still getting some from the recycling, so we'll get rares back quickly enough. Quickly enough. Round 31, we have 3 decisions. Discovered automatic rifles, that's great. Incident with the joke gone wrong. We'll ignore the leader's actions, because I don't want morality. We actually want virtue to go down. I don't really care about heart. I don't really want the unrest, which is why we're not supporting his actions.
Roger that.
We're going to take
Roger
the unrest
that.
here anyway. Demand release a spy, and we'll take the political power for that.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Okay, and that did give us some information on the zone. Where is your city? It's in the zone somewhere. Oh, it's all the way down there. Okay, so this road, that road is the road I want to control. I want to control the road all the way down. So I don't need to build a road, I have to take the road. That's what we gotta do. Okay, so arguably that actually freed up a bunch of troops. So that's a good find. So if I can secure the whole road, well, yeah, the whole road. Let's say the whole road. Secure the whole road. And then we can be looking at unification. Oh, the unification is actually pretty hard to pass, so definitely want to have the political power around when we start rolling. Exit 7. My militia card is probably the one that's least preferred. Get rid of one I need at 52 political power. So I suspect that we're going to have something come up for a vote before I am ready. Do you want to send the professional troops north? Or take them around here to replace the militia and send the militia north? The militia, to be fair, has the fancier equipment. They've got the machine guns. There's even RPG. Yeah. Probably bring the professionals around and send the militia off north to deal with the problem. Okay, so the professional units have recovered. Give it one more turn for the the militia has recovered. The professionals haven't. Give one more turn for the professionals to recover before we attempt to attack on the sentinels there. We can do a little bit of a swap like that, because the militia actually have an RPG. They have an anti-tank weapon, which is what we need to deal with the robots. This is a walker, this is a hard target. At least I think it's a hard target. Yeah, it's walker. Walker class, so it's a hard target for firepower attacks. So the RPGs will be useful for that. There's more RPGs there. Okay, we're going to pull you off the front line over there. So we can get you involved in the attack over there for your RPGs. Need the RPGs to bring the walker down. Saving up political power. No delays in the high command. Great. Cycling the turn. Oh, and that scav furnace is really productive. Didn't realize that was going to be that productive. 72 power is actually enough to run both the high command bunker at level 2 and the bureaucracy at 2. Attacked, we held. Round 32. We got 4 decisions. We're pro-Fist, so discipline him for breaking the Fist laws.
Copy
And
that.
the standard national choice there. Full support
Roger
killed the
that.
Marauders. Would have been a critical failure had I not given full support. We've got the money, we'll buy the tech.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Solar energy, cool. So we've got the discoveries for the next couple laws we want, right? So sealed into solar, perfect combo. Padded into automatic, almost perfect combo. So I'm happy with the basic techs. We've just been handed to us by the Guardians. Crush this pocket.
Open fire! Open fire!
Darn. No luck.
Run!
Once again, we've taken 7 casualties and been unable to inflict any effectiveness on Sentinel. No hits. I've only just taken Hex, so I gotta give it a couple turns. If I want to secure the whole road, I'm probably actually gonna have to push a road through the low mountains here, which isn't particularly construction point efficient. Although it could definitely be worse. Could definitely be worse.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Raise their opinion by quite a bit. That should make it easier to do unification or client state cards on them later. A decent amount of metal. I'm gonna sell metal for money because our money's a little low.
Roger that.
And yeah, command is improving at speed, so that's good to see. Bit of a shame we weren't able to deal with that robot yet. And yeah, slowly working through the tech tree. We got sealed roads and patented virus, and we got the discoveries we want really for basic tech. High speed can't even be found until we finish automatic rifles. That's probably the only other one we really want in basic tech early on. Velocity guns wouldn't be too terrible. But you basically want the 4 in high in basic tech, and then you're in engineering, chemistry. Engineering has combat, and effectively get the tier 3 guns to the Gauss. Heavy industry. Housing is not too bad. RPGs, and at some point we probably want to make it the run down to metal soil filtration. Otherwise we're going to have to pull all the metal out of these ruins, which is not always the worst of choices, but... Well, right, we haven't found any mines, is kind of what's going on. We found... I haven't looked prospecting for it. There's something else out there. Do I want to spend the political power to find that something else? Sure.
Roger that.
Found a metal deposit. So there is one metal deposit somewhere in the zone. Let me guess. Right down Land of the Uncomfortables? Yep. Yep, right on the front line. Right on the front line. Where else would it be? Okay, we're going to cycle the turn. round 3, we have 3 decisions awaiting us. Okay. Why?
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Feel like I'm renegotiating the peace. That's a bit annoying. We'll go with
Copy
the
that.
first fist Oshman.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Roger that.
Okay, and we got rebels popping up somewhere, which isn't great. Okay, that could have been worse. The worst location for that. Definitely worse places that could have popped. Did we go for it again? No, I'm gonna actually try to encourage it to leave instead of shooting it up. Yeah, hook up with the road network, capture the whole road. We might try to unify with these guys. Although that's gonna be hard. Not impossible, because it's a 34 to 75 or 78. It's not too bad, but the 3D100, right, is unpredictable. It's probably a good way to think about it. Well, it's predictably unpredictable, right? So this is about averaging. No, that's actually probably underestimating it. This is going to be an average difficulty of 228. Which obviously that's not achievable with a D134. But it can run it as low as 81. 81 we could hit. Right, so it's unlikely but doable sort of situation. And as long as you're doing unification and not annexation, failure doesn't blow up in your face the same way. So it's acceptable to fail. What I would do with a few more troops. I signed up for militia, so we're having the fun of how do you fight people with no troops? That kind of, well, fight people with better troops. To be fair, we're not actually that short on troops. I've got a decent number of troops. I'm just not able to get more in a timely fashion. No, they pile more in. That's the opposite of what I wanted. Now there's 3 there instead of 1. Round 34, we got 1 decision. Be like Fist, you get punished.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Failure to achieve peace again. Face first into it, because volcanoes are apparently quite good at hiding things. Okay. High command is done. Well, that's not good. Danger and rest plus fear. Yeah. Yeah. Multiplied by 4. So we need to get danger and fear under control before we can talk to them in open arms to get them to calm down. Which means we need to get these guys to back off. Okay, I can maybe get rid of the rebels here.
Going in. Mission successful.
There we go. Rebels have surrendered. Okay. Yeah, so at some point there's going to be a law vote. It's probably going to be getting rid of one of the laws that I want to keep, but there's not much I can do to stop that at the moment. Eco is proceeding like 1% a turn. Military is coming along a little bit faster. Cycle the turn. The last one didn't walk out. Some of the last one would walk out. Round 35, we have one decision. Anti-corruption drive. Free press, well-being, anti-corruption drive, open arms. Okay. Now, I might as well play those. All counts a lot towards virtue increase. Oh, actually, I don't want the virtue to go up, so the leisure one we're going to pass on. Free press, I think we'll do. Oh no, we'll still hold off on that one. We wanted to go down. Oh, they did back off a little bit. Okay. This up a little bit. Okay, we'll try to negotiate peace again with you.
Yes, sir. Roger
There we go.
that,
Okay,
sir.
so that secures the western border. For the moment.
Copy that.
kind of hoping that either voluntarism or growth in the militia blesses us with another unit. We are far enough into the game that we're not rolling with a 3% chance, we're rolling 10% chance, so we're less likely to have voluntarism provide something. Although it's not 0. And then back in the city, I've got enough industry, we can begin improving the bureaucratic office. Yeah, got the metal, got the industry.
Roger
Start
that.
doing that. Okay, let's grab a little bit of bullets. The bullets are looking a little low. And then we cycle the turn. And hopefully the situation... encourage the situation to improve. Unrest is declining. Danger is declining because we've pushed them farther back from the city. Okay, back to us. Round 36, we suffered no losses, no many kills. We got 3 decisions. And we got another rebel. Another rebellion somewhere. There. Yeah, at some point I'm gonna have to get some professional anti-tank weapons. Yeah, I'm gonna finally bite the bullet. We're gonna need them all in Design Council. Get tanks and such.
Roger that. Roger that.
Open Arms hasn't recovered enough. Multiply by 4, increased by 41. Danger, Nest, Fear, so... well, that's 33 times 4, so yeah, so that's 120 plus another 100, or another 12, so it's 132 plus 41. Yeah, that lines up with the difficulty. So yeah, get danger and unrest down more, and we can get the population happiness and worker happiness improved with that card. But for the moment, it's a bit too difficult. For protection, I think these guys are still at war with the Major. Yeah.
Copy that.
Let's find out what type of miners those
Copy
are.
that.
See if we can negotiate some sort of deals with them as well. And because we have High Veritas, this is fairly easy right now. So let's try to play this one.
Yes, sir.
Going through corruption points removed from leaders. 5 egoism points removed. There we go. Oh, presumably I have a vacancy somewhere. So some job is not full. One of my generals quit. That's probably what happened. One of the generals probably quit. Hunter, deep mate. Oh, I suppose it might have been the secretary. Because as far as I can tell, our positions are all full. Round 37, we have 6 decisions.
Open fire! Open fire!
Yeah, no luck.
Mission success.
Oh, actually, we got luck. We managed to get it destroyed. So we lost 7 sub-units, but we finally destroyed one of those sentinels. Give another turn to be properly in position before we carry out the attack. So it was an expensive attack, but a successful attack. And then, what did we find out about the neighbors down? Iron Blood. Okay, so those are nomads. That doesn't really help me. You direct the Supreme Command Council. Okay, so it was the Supreme Command Council who left. Okay, who can I afford to recruit to do some backfilling? Junior and a civilian. Well, we'll take both of them.
Yes, sir.
Cap 1, absolutely terrible. Civilian.
Yes, sir.
Better. Not much better, but better. Yeah, you're probably the one I want to be head of model.
Roger that.
And then I guess we take you. You're going to be better than high command than the guy we just got.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Favor design over discovery. Because if we're not
Roger
designing,
that.
discover. It's the way you roll. And for the moment, we haven't actually done anything worth upgrading our existing troops. I wouldn't even be surprised if we haven't had fighting enough to get enough field testing. Yeah. Hold off on upgrading the existing ones. So no new orders. Senator extradition. I'm gonna have to leave this choice up to the secretary. That's gonna be left up to the secretary. Because I'm out of political power. I'm out of the power to politics.
Roger that.
Okay, High Command Bunker is done. We'll have the Bureaucratic Office done next turn. And hopefully the improved bureaucracy will help out. Okay, round 38, we lost 200 infantry over the end turn. We have 5 decisions. Demands to remove him as governor. Well, there is an argument to agree to the will of the people. He's not a very good governor. I will accept. We will remove him as governor. Pop is demanding me to become... Oh, we're demanding that you, Director of the Foreign Affairs Council, become governor. I'd like you to keep your current job. Although this will make the city happier, and the city needs to be happier, so... I'll accept.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Mental budget, okay. Interior, 10%. Foreign affairs, 10%. Model design, 10%. Yeah, we'll roll that way.
Copy that. Yes, sir.
Militia misbehaving. Fist and militia. Make them give it back. Lose militia, gain commerce. Make them apologize. Oh no, we're gonna be even.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Militia does what the militia needs to do. Command. We got 2 people in the reserve pool. Oh, one of these probably wants to be the replacement to the Foreign Affairs Counselor. And they're both bad at it. both better. You'd be a little bit better because you have some XP in leadership. Okay, so you're gonna get the command of the military troops because if I have to, I'll have the other guy be the foreign affairs guy. I don't want him to be the foreign affairs guy. He's going to be very bad for the job, but better than nothing.
Going in. Mission successful.
Rebels have been dealt with. Again. Maybe we get lucky and there'll be no more rebels. Yeah, that's a bad exchange ratio. We're just not going to try to take that roll. Yeah, I don't think we got an aggression pact opportunity with the West. We don't. Oppose peace. That's a territory. Okay, so there's no peace proposal with them. Territory non-aligned. And I didn't get to interact with those guys before our spies went poof, so we'll temporarily insert spies with those guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's good to see the militia are successfully absorbing their combat casualties. I'd appreciate they got bigger, but at least they're not shrinking. They're just able to, like, we lost guys here. They're back already, sort of thing going on. They're actually handling the combat casualties better than the professional army is at the moment. Bureaucrat office complete. Good to see. Hopefully get more political power going forward. Okay, back around to us, round 39. We got 2 decisions. Word score goes down because we didn't achieve the requested victory points. I suppose this might be a situation where the professional troops might actually be the liability. Yeah, the professional troops are the liability here. Which actually is maybe an argument not to delay the attack at this point, just attack. Terrible for that choice, but better than nothing. You want a lot of money. This is an ammunition factory. Ammunition factory is nice. Can I generate that money by selling stuff? Yes.
Roger that. Roger that. Roger that. Copy that.
Roger that.
Got a lucky hit. Lucky hits are always great when those land. Who managed to score the hit? One soldier out of the 7th Light Infantry Battalion managed to score the lucky hit and bring the Sentinel down. Might actually start pushing the professional troops west. The farmers are doing a good job at keeping the major from taking them over. Oh, no. They're not doing a good job of keeping them from taking it over. They've been taken over. Okay, so my western border is secure at this point because the militarists own it. Western border is secure. And a current person is absolutely terrible at the job because of their terrible charisma. If I had more political power, I'd have replaced them. Meantime, we're going to stick a metal merit on their chest and hope that helps enough.
Yes,
There
sir.
goes so much more political power. That helped a little bit. It's a start, and that's about it. Okay, so if I can, I want to push these guys back to the narrow 3-wide choke point here. And then just leave the one or two professional brigades up there, push the rest south. Getting rid of the territory to the south here, so we can then safely integrate with the Guardians is going to give us a big boost. Yeah. Okay, let's cycle the turn. Sentinel destroyed itself from us defending. That's good to see. One less Sentinel to deal with. We killed 10 walkers and lost 100 infantry. Decent exchange. Round 40, we got 3 decisions awaiting us. Time of learning, and we had a leader defect. In light of my dissatisfaction with your policies, especially in the area of democracy, I have decided to leave you. Okay, so our foreign affairs counselor that became the governor is gone. That's not great. Retract the workhouse law. They're in favor of it because they want it gone. Because they want to pass something else. We'll accept.
Copy that.
Not going to get in the way of that.
Roger that.
Resettlement proposal. We'll let them in because more people.
Roger that.
We'll take a junior,
Yes,
not
sir.
because I want a junior, but we need someone to be the governor. We need someone to be the governor. Okay, can I try to negotiate peace with some of these people? I can try. Honestly, I'm more likely to piss them off than I'm to succeed because of how terrible our diplomat is. Okay, it's impossible because we have no governor. It requires the governor role. Okay.
We're under fire. Or requesting backup.
Okay, I'm gonna see. Obviously, we're gonna get the request of, do you want a new governor? And the answer is obviously yes. The next turn,
Roger that.
sell some metal to get some treasury. Ideally, want to do efficiency drive, which is not getting enough admin power, not enough political power.
Roger that.
Okay, cycle the turn. Situation could be worse, could be better. I am definitely not appreciative of my governor, or of my foreign affairs counselor, arranging for him to become the governor and then deciding to just quit. Would that be RNG sometimes? I don't think his opinion was particularly low. I think it was just really got fed up with the profiles that we were running. It's a bit of a shame. There are things you can do to fix that, but those take political power. Don't have enough political power. Oop, managed to kill a sentinel in defense. It's good to see. One fewer sentinels is always good. Oh, we actually killed 2 over that end turn. 2 units of walkers destroyed at the cost of 1 subunit of infantry. So 20 walkers, 100 infantry. It's round 41. We got 2 decisions. Refugees at the gate. We kind of want morality down, although I also just really like people. So we're just going to let people.
Copy that.
Point a governor. You're terrible for the job, but you're better than nothing.
Yes, sir.
Here's your job. Okay, don't like the rate the food's going down. Although I've got the capacity. Presumably have the power capacity. Yeah, the zone is making more power than we produce. It should be. It wasn't, obviously, because the governor's gone. I think I can run a farm here to try to solve our food problem. So let's get an agricultural dome facility going. Not that Talon, the one with the water.
Yes, sir.
See if we can deal with the food problem before it becomes a serious problem. In fact, it already arguably is a serious problem. I have probably left the solving of that problem too late, but... Oh, and danger went back up again. Oh, refugees driving down back up. So this probably would have been valuable if I hadn't accepted the refugees in. Fair enough. Trade efficiency, drive up some
Yes, sir.
currency. There we go. A healthier amount of currency. Gonna buy some food. Yeah, food's reasonably cheap. Buy some food.
Roger that.
Don't want to do that too much, otherwise the food price will go to the moon, and then we'll have a bad day. But that buys us a couple more turns to get the farm going. There we go. Round 42. We have 3 decisions. What to replace sealed roads with, because we just researched that, is one of them. And what to replace padded suits with, the other one. So we know what 2 of those 3 decisions are. This one is easy. Solar energy.
Roger that.
This one is easy. Automated rifles. And we get the harder... Well, this is an easy one. We're going enforcement.
Roger
Enforcement.
that.
Okay. For once, we actually have enough troops recruited to fill all the vacancies.
Yes, sir. We're going in.
Managed to get a hit. There's another hit. There's another hit. No kills yet.
Run! Run! Run!
Well, that's probably why we didn't take very much damage. We lost 3 subunits. So we did some suppressing hits, I suspect. We can look at the battle report. Only managed to do 1 kill. Our other casualties must have been from... Oh no, 2 kills. Oh, 3. 1, 1, 1, and then regular tank. Okay. Versus us. We got pins, 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 and more pins. got hits off, just no successful destruction. And we should mostly be able to recover from that in a turn, so... let's try again next turn. Okay, so arguably I control the road now. That makes a big difference in the situation down here. Because if I can hold that road, I'm not SOL if we unify with these guys. That's a really big ask as far as the role is concerned, but it's one I should start taking.
Roger that.
Refused her proposal, which is not surprising, because we needed to roll higher than 52, so it was a minimum roll of 51 of the 100 potential rolls on our side. Just hit a roll that basically equivalents to their snake eyes, so unlikely we were going to succeed. But if we're ever going to get the Foreign Affairs Advisor skilled enough to make that roll, we just got to keep rolling. And it's not an impossible roll, it's a absurdly difficult roll. Okay. Take a look at victory overview. We're still in last. That's part of the reasons our virtue is so stable, rock solid, maximum numbers. Because we're getting well, mainly because we're getting no drag on virtue from being a score leader. We're doing so poorly that it's just militancy is carrying us. Everyone wants to resist, free the world from savages of guardians and probably the robots at this point, honestly. But yeah, we're gonna cycle the turn. Weren't any... oh no, was heavily delayed. I forgot to give before we cycle the turn. Bring this part to a close.
Roger
Let's
that.
make some machine parts so that task actually finishes. If you're watching on YouTube, we're going to watch at the end of this end turn here, and then we're going to put a part break in. There will be another part up tomorrow. We're going to record one more part during today's stream. The run is not going terribly. Could definitely be going better, right? I tried to do diplomacy to integrate the neighbors, and I have failed on both accounts. I've got one neighbor down south we might successfully integrate via peace. And militia starts are slow because, as you can see, we're not getting particularly great recruiting because we've sort of dumpstered the recruiting to get more militia. And okay, we're getting twice the normal militia, or 4 times the normal militia. So we've got a lot of militia, and they are proving capable of. Unlike normally in pre-Republica, militia would take damage and be like, yeah, you've permanently taken that damage. It's never coming back. This one, like, yeah, we can take damage, and the militia just like, oh, you lost 100, 200 guys? Yeah, no, they're back. You've got replacements. That's unusual. And it actually feels pretty good. It makes using the militia a little bit better. But yeah, we'll be picking up next time on the bottom of round 43. We'll have 3 decisions awaiting us at the beginning of the next portion. Watching YouTube, that will be tomorrow. If you're watching Twitch, that will be after a short stretch break. I'll try to get ads out of the way at the same time. So until the next part, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and or stream. And bye for now.